Hi, and welcome to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast with everyone's favorite OBGYN, Dr. Angela Jones. Have you ever been too embarrassed or shy to ask your own doctor about your, girl parts? Well, you've come to the right place to get straight answers. Feel free to ask Dr. Angela anything women's health related. Obstetrics and gynecology? She keeps it real. Pregnancy? She's been there, done that. Menopause? She'll get you through. Young or old, Dr. Angela's got you covered, girl. Now here's Dr. Angela.
What's good, people? This is Dr. Angela, everyone's favorite OBGYN, and I would like to officially welcome you to episode 228 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. We are just moving and grooving over here at Team Dr. Angela. Lots of really fun and exciting stuff going on. Make sure you're checking out our YouTube station where we're uploading hilarious yet informative video shoots and takes on stuff that you want to know about and stuff that I think is important. So we're actually going to jump right into today's podcast episode, and this is a direct email that I got a little bit ago, and it was pretty easy. The email says, "Hi Dr. Angela, my question is, what age should I start bringing my daughters to the gynecologist? Thank you so much for taking time to answer questions." So anytime, not anytime you should take your daughter to see the OBGYN, but I'm happy to respond to your questions anytime. And I'm thankful, to you for taking the time to reach out. So in response to your query, the recommendation by ACOG, which is the American College of OBGYN, is that the initial visit to the OBGYN occur between the ages of 13 and 15. And it's not really as big a deal as most folks make it out to be. It's just an opportunity to establish a relationship with, your daughters, the young patient, because eventually they're going to transition from the care of their pediatrician, right? And again, this initial visit is really not as big a deal as most people think it is. One of the first things that I always tell parents to tell their daughters is that there's no need really for an exam at this visit. Quite frankly, at this age, there's no need for an exam at all unless there's something going on, unless there's a reason for me to be looking at your vagina, i.e. funky discharge or sexually active, etc. This visit primarily just serves, again, as a meet and greet. It's an opportunity for me to get to know you. I ask the regular questions about medical history, surgical history, social history. I want to know the kinds of friends or people that the young people are hanging out with, i.e. your daughter. What her goals are, what her aspirations are, general medical history, family history, medications, and we go over what an OBGYN does, screening guidelines, recommendations for safe sex, the huge. So quite frankly, whenever I see young girls for the first time, their moms a lot of times like to be present, but I usually will offer, an opportunity to speak with the young patient solo or alone because, sometimes folks are not going to be nearly as disclosing as they might be otherwise. If your mom happens to be sitting right next to you, it just kind of is what it is. But that first visit is really easy and, again, meet and greet. Typically, no exam is involved, and it's just an opportunity to give your daughter or young people some beforehand knowledge to know what to expect when they do come to see their friendly OBGYN. So hopefully that helped. I kind of feel like I ran on a little bit about that, but again, that first visit, not nearly as traumatizing as folks make it out to be. Well, if you're seeing me, it's not going to be that traumatizing. So hopefully I didn't ramble on too much and was able to address your question satisfactorily. I actually did a blog piece on this question. It's called Lions and Tigers and Bears, Oh My. And if you go to my website, you'll be able to pull that up. And it answers all of your question with regards to this and then some. So you might want to go and check that out. In closing, with regards to this question, thank you so much for submitting it, and thank you all so much for tuning in. If you happen to have a question or a topic that you want featured in the podcast, you know where to find me, www.askdrangela.com. That's where it's all going down. You can sign up for the blog post, our amazing YouTube channel. You can hit me up on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can direct message me, directly email me, whatever you want to do. You can also order our limited edition JJ hats. I love those hats so much. They are such a conversation piece. But if you want to check one of those out or order one, you can do it there as well. In closing, I'm going to leave you with this from Lyndon B. Johnson. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or to lose. Interesting. Until next time, look better, feel better, be better. Can't wait to reconnect in episode 229 of the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. See you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Ask Dr. Angela podcast. For more information on women's health and the show notes for this episode, please visit Dr. Angela at www.askdrangela.com. While you're there, don't forget to leave your own message for Dr. Angela. See you soon! All of the information provided and discussed in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not take the place of consulting a physician. This podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease or illness and does not and should not replace treatment from a medical professional.